They don't only pose a military threat to the United States and to our allies in Europe, which they always have, but they also pose a real threat to our fundamental democracy. I mean, the way that they are trying to undermine democracy here at home and now with elections in Europe as well is a serious threat to the United States.
So you're not talking about
values.
militarily. You're not talking about a potential attack on the United States.
No, I said militarily as well. And let me explain that piece. Russia has now violated the Intermediate Nuclear Forces Treaty.
Right.
I asked a question of the Vice Chairman of the Chiefs of Staff on the Armed Services Committee about that. And for the first time, the chiefs admitted, yes, Russia is in violation of this treaty. And by the way, the Trump administration is not doing anything about that. This is a serious issue.
Right,
Russia violating a nuclear treaty with the United States of America.
This is the 1987 treaty. It was your question that brought about that answer. But look, you said at South by Southwest this week, and this is what's getting all the headlines, quote, we could literally have a nuclear war with Vladimir Putin.
That's
what
right.
tells you that right
now? Because Russia has not only violated this treaty, they've also changed their doctrine. For a long time, Russia and the United States had this sort of mutual agreement, mutually assured destruction, that, you know, if they shot all their weapons at us, we would shoot all our weapons at them, and therefore a nuclear war was unlikely to happen. But what Russia now says is that they will, quote, escalate to de-escalate. They are willing to use nuclear weapons to de-escalate a conventional attack. And I think that the problem here is that we don't really have a plan to deal with that. If Russia starts using nukes against our allies in Europe, we may use nukes in retaliation. What if they target American troops, like the American troops who are training right now in Poland, with a nuclear attack? What are we going to do? And how quickly can that get out of control? That's why this is such a serious threat, and why the Trump administration has got to take this more seriously.
Well, I hear you, Congressman, but you know, there are many voices, critics, even those who supported the Obama administration, who would say part of this blame, if not a lot of this blame, doesn't it fall on the failed policies of the Obama administration, the failed Russian reset? I mean, isn't there more that should have been done then, so we weren't sitting in this situation now? To that, you say?
I think there should have been more done under the Obama administration. Now, the Russian reset under Obama is very different. It pales in comparison to the budding relationship between Donald Trump and Vladimir Putin, and the unprecedented number of connections between the Trump administration, the Trump campaign, and the Russian regime. I mean, we just saw the revelations about Michael Flynn. It seems every single day we uncover a new stone, and there's some Russian agent lurking underneath that has connections to Trump. So it's important to understand that there's a difference in degree here.
To my question, make the case to my question, because we have to wrap up, for why the pre-Trump administration relationship with Russia was better than the relationship with Russia that this country has right now.
There's not even any comparison. I mean, Russia is undermining our democracy. They are involved in our elections.
Which was happening, sir, under the previous Congressman, which was happening under the Obama administration.
We all know why. We all know why. And Democrats, myself included, have said that President Obama should have done more.
Okay.
But President Obama absolutely, look, President Obama put sanctions on Russia because of their violation of our elections. Donald Trump is talking about removing those sanctions. Donald Trump's minions are paid by the Russian regime. I mean, there's no comparison here. But the bottom line is this, that everybody should be paying more attention to the threat from Russia. It's serious, it's significant, and Democrats and Republicans need to come together to fight back. This is about our national security and about the fundamental tenets of our democracy. We've got to rise above partisan politics to deal with it.
Indeed, and just a point of fact here, yes, the hacking of the U.S. election and interference in elections, across Western Europe, unacceptable. This was happening under the Obama administration as well. Congressman, we're out of time.